bullseye.
What's up YouTube, it's Zyph here, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Skyblock. In this episode, we're going to be finally working on the villager breeder I've been talking about. So since this Skyblock server isn't in 1.8 just yet, we can still use all the 1.7 like mechanics and stuff in order to get a villager breeder that's kind of extremely OP, and you can get a metric crap ton of villagers to spawn, and you can get them all in little trading booths, and we can trade for them, get a ton of emeralds, and just keep going with that. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do it here and then have the trading booths along the side of this pathway in like pillars, I guess, like a big like archway thing, I guess, eventually. But what I'm going to do is, I was looking at this tutorial thing, and so what I need to do, how many blocks do I need to be up off the ground? So let me just look at this, and I have it muted so it doesn't give you all those weird things where you're using other people's audio in your video. And so in case you guys are wondering what this is, it's I'll just read the title of it. It's Minecraft Tutorial Simple Infinite Villager Breeder from 1.6.2 to 1.7.10, and it's by Unary Bit. And so that's who made this. So let's see, how far up do I need to be? Let's go back. Alright, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks up above the platform. So I'm going to have the platform up a couple blocks so that nothing can get to, can get up to the villager that's making the whole thing work, that's making it count as a village. So, how big do I need to make this platform? Let's see. So it needs to be 2, 3, 4, 5 long and 3 wide. Okay, so it can be 1, 2. So perfect. So it's gonna be exactly the width and stuff of the actual path. So that works out nicely, actually. So I'm gonna need a bunch of doors. Okay, so this is only 4. So if you mine that out, so I'm basing this off of a tutorial instead of just doing this off screen like I normally would. I'm doing it on here so that you guys know how to, and know which video to look up to see if one works. And as you can see, I also bought 5 villager spawn eggs, and so that's going to be really helpful. I didn't realize I already had stone brick slabs. So let's do that, and then we can go up here and do that. So then when I spawn my villager in there, it it can't escape, and also mobs can't reach it. So why am I grabbing that? Okay, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a door, or a bunch of doors actually, and so I need 6 doors. Perfect amount, sweet. Okay, and so since this also isn't 1.8, doors don't stack yet, which kind of sucks, but it makes it to where the villager breeder will get a ton of villagers before they update the server to 1.8, so it's very helpful. So let's get all this stuff down, and then, so this is 5 blocks up from there. So if we do this beginning part, where is the part, there we go. So that's, go 6 blocks down to build a platform. Okay, so from that platform, so that's 1, 2, 3, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go like that. Perfect. So that's all I needed. And I mined, how did I mine that block? I didn't even see myself mine that. 4, 5, 6. Man, I am doing great with counting today. There we go. So let's go up here, place that. Okay, let's not mine down the stone brick that we need. That would be great. So now that's directly above it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and then I need to make this go up, how many blocks? 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sweet, okay. So then, with that whole thing, how far out does that allow you to move? Okay, that's on the, wait. Okay, so this tutorial, I've only watched it once. I don't know how exactly it all works, so I'm going to be watching this throughout the whole thing. So I might not be doing normal, okay, that was like, okay, This is like weird the way the frame's split up on this thing. Whatever. Anyway, so how far out does this thing go? So if this, that's in the middle where that comes down. I'm not sure. This should count though, because since this block is seen by the sun right here, these doors, it should still technically work. So I need to make this 3 deep. Let's see, this is 5 by 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then we can do this, and we can build up that whole area. And so with the whole idea is that all the villagers, excuse me, my voice is like clogged up today, but all the villagers breed inside of a little chamber in here. And so with that, you have them all trapped in here for a certain period of time until all of the until you get the right amount of villagers that you want. And then after that, 2, 3, 4, 5, after that you get them, once you get the right amount, it'll just keep breeding them, and as long as they don't disappear, you'll be fine. So let's place all these guys. And I'm actually probably going to need more stone later, because instead of just having them go into like a little fenced in area, I'm going to have them go into this sorter thing, which I kind of did on my minecart SMP series. And in order to do that, I need more water area and more stone bricks to set up a thing where they get shoved into like the corner spot of the little sorter madoohickey, I don't know what else to call it. So if I go back to this beginning part and look at their fancy looking breeder thing, so this goes like that. Okay, that works. And then that stays glass. Okay. So I want this glass too. So I basically want this whole thing to be glass. Got it. Okay. Let's make this whole thing glass, and let's not get stuck on the ceiling. There we go. Perfect. So that whole thing's glass. So what else does he want me to do? So you can use soul sand or chests or 8 snow layers here. Okay. So I'm going to use 2 chests in order to do this, because what it's trying to do is, because the baby villagers are shorter than the actual, what should we call it, height that's in order to reach a water block source, you have them stand on these little chests or soul sand or the couple layers of snow or whatever, in order for them to make sure that even if they somehow manage to jump or whatever, they still can't reach that. So let's go over here. Let's get that and get the chest. Sweet. Okay, so now that the chest is there, the villagers will stand on top of that and be shorter than they'll be too short to be able to reach it. So let's go over here and just make a nice little infinite water source. There we go. And perfect. So now we have enough water to do multiple things, and I'm gonna have it coming around this side, so I probably should have made it on that side, but I'll have to move it later. Not that big a deal. I didn't know I had a power tool on my water bucket. That's interesting. So what did he do with the signs? I'm assuming it's just the basic thing that uses them to lift once they're big enough to reach there. So like when they grow up, they like instantly grow in size. Then they can get up this thing. So if that's sign as well, so we put water here. Let's go get more water out from our infinite water source, and then after that we will be able to expand that even more to where the villagers will go out the side, I believe, right here. And man, I don't know what is up with my voice. I think it's like allergies or something. I have no idea. But let's see. So if it goes out the side right here, then what does it do? So that makes, oh, so you want this glass. Okay, that's fine. Can do this. And we can, alright, can make this thing like so. Is that what he did? Yeah, there we go. And then What do you do? There was one like here or something. And then it sends him out that way. Is that what he did? Yeah, I believe so. Whoa, I crossed the island border. Oops. Okay, so let's go back to home grass 2. And so it sends me back up here, and I gotta fly all the way over there to where my water is leaking out over the edge of my island into the void. And I went to go look at it, and it denied access. So, whoa, what is going on? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this tunneling path system. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make that whole thing, and then I'll come back and show you guys how I'm going to sort them and stuff. Okay, so I'll be right back. And I am back. So I have built the little tunnel system thing that I'm going to use to get them down to the ground a little bit. So I put the villagers in here so they could start breeding and stuff, because you put this guy down here and it makes it think it's a mock village kind of thing. And so these guys think it's a village, and he says that they need more villagers, and so these guys can keep reproducing or something because this is going on. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to turn off my chat because there's an issue in chat. They're talking in staff chat, and I don't want everyone to be able to see the staff chat, so I'm just going to put chat off, and I'll help people and stuff after this video's done. So the glass on this thing, I'll put water in there and it'll go down here, but before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a area where it pushes them all into a corner over here. And so once I have a corner, whenever all the villagers are pushed into a corner, and there's a lot of them, all the entities rub into each other, and it pushes them partway through the wall. And whenever you're within a block of the minecart, any mob gets pushed into the minecart, and then you can do whatever you want with them from there. And so I'm going to go over here and just make one of those little pits. So let's make this down to the ground, I guess. And I also grabbed a bunch more stone because I was going to run out once I started up again. So let's make this up to the edge, I guess. Why not? And then we can make like a little thing like that or so, I'd say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only need to here. Perfect. Perfect size. Okay, so we'll just make this big box area, and then I'll just place water around the edges in order to fix that. And then I also picked up my infinite water source, and I'm just moving my phone because it's being obnoxious. And so I picked up the infinite water source, and so I'm actually going to place that back down, but I'm going to do it this way just because I can. And let's do this. There we go. And then I just grab from the middle. That's not the middle. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so I got the middle of that one. So now I can place the water up here. And so the goal is that when a villager comes down here, it'll be pushed all the way down here and will get pushed all the way into this corner. So what I'm going to need to do actually is, yeah, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to build it up one more layer and all the way around, including the floor, and then make it to where there's a little pocket where it shoves them into the corner down there, I guess. No, well, what I could do is just put water. Yeah, I'm going to try that first. But I need to build up this wall anyway so that mobs and stuff can't get in and turn them all into zombies or whatever. So let's do this. And I will not be needing this corner piece. And let's see. I could actually back this up one block. Nah, I'll just leave it like that. That'll work. So I'm going to be placing all this water all the way around. So actually I can make this into a infinite water source right here. Right? No, it's because it's flowing down. So I can make it on the next one. So if I place this here, then I can grab from here and keep doing that all the way around. And then that'll reach down there. And so let's grab from here. And we'll do the same thing over here. Or does that turn it into still water? Hopefully that doesn't turn the whole thing into still water, because that would really suck. And then we'll find out though. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to make the thing longer, I guess. There we go. And last one. Boom. Is there any flow to it at all anymore? No, I just made a giant pool. Okay, that was completely useless. Nice. Okay. So now I have a metric crap ton of source blocks. And I actually need to fill in this floor anyway, so this works out. Because I gotta get rid of all the water now. So let's get rid of this. And for some reason all the blocks are kind of lagging a bit. Not sure why. Might be because I'm recording, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to use the same kind of minecart system. Alright, that sounds weird because I'm going to be talking about minecart SMP. But I'm going to use the same minecart system that I used in minecart SMP. And so, what it's going to do is, here, I'm going to make this big wall of glass, I guess. Because why not? I guess I can just do that, yeah. And so, it's going to be like, where it pushes them into the corner here. And then I can take them off to the little chamber thing. And that's going to be the fun part, is sorting them and doing all this different stuff with them. The hardest part is this thing. Let's see if are these guys bred yet? No, they haven't. I don't know how long it usually takes for them to breed or whatever, but apparently it takes a while. So, let's see. I could do it where, yeah, I could do this up 2 more blocks, I guess. So I don't really need all this glass here. So let's do this. So what I'm gonna do is make a big, I guess, funnel thing, I would say. Make them all come this way. And then they'll fall into the little tube and all be pushed towards the edge. No, that wouldn't really work, though. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I did it in the other one. The other one was like, it was up higher. And the chamber was a lot bigger for it. And it just happened to work out the right way. I'm not exactly sure what I did to get the water the way it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of play around with it until it actually decides to do what I want it to do. So let's break that. Break this. And then... So, oh wow, I just made a villager noise while I was thinking. They're not doing, wait. Oh, there's the love heart things. I believe. I don't know. It's kind of creepy watching them. But do I have all my particles on? All on? I don't know. Whatever. So let's see. Oh, there's the love hearts. So that's good. It's actually working. So they will breed eventually, I guess. Once they're both in the love mode, I think. I don't know. Someone needs to clear the rain on here, one of the admins. Because they have access to that command, but that would be really helpful. So let's get some more water. And... yeah, let's build across, make it one more layer up, and then we'll be good from there. So let's do that. Before this whole thing floods. Yep, there it goes. So it's all flooding now. That's what I was trying to do. There we go, cut off the flood. Perfect. So now we have different kind of flood problems, because normally with all the staff stuff, you'll be, warning people for flood or whatever, but this is a different kind of flood. I don't know. Whatever. So at this point, I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to get this up more, and then, yeah, we can make this part glass, I guess. What are you doing? There we go. And make that glass. Good. So that should flow correctly down. Oh, wait a second. How many block down is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should make the tunnel thing right here, actually. There we go. Because water flows 8 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that works out well, too. So... we can do this across here, and then just need to fill that all back up again. There we go. So I don't actually need this whole big thing. Now that I realize this. Nice. Okay, anyway. So, are they breeding yet? Breed faster. Kinda creepy. Okay, let's see. So if we cut this off, and then open it back up, what does it do? There, it reset that whole thing. So, now we can get this stuff. Here. If I pick this up, see, like, at this point, like, what you usually do with these villager farms is you get the basic idea for the breeder, and then you just kind of wing it for the way that you get the rest of the stuff, kind of. And so, for this part, like, everyone just kind of does it their own different way. So, like, as you're going, you don't have, like, a set-out plan, you just have an area, and you just start building, is usually how these things go. So, like, this might be finished by the end of it, but I want to make sure I get to the minecart part. I'm not sure I'll get to that part actually, but make sure I at least touch on it a little bit. That's why I've been telling you guys about it. So, let's see. So, how far is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should stop right there. Alright, so that works. So if we go like this across this back wall and elevate it 1 block, should go down here. Yeah, it does. So I'm going to do that all the way across here, and do that, and then grab from our unlimited water source, and then we can finish that all up. Okay, I don't know. Oh, that was from when I included the thing right there. There's no little villager yet. Okay. Alright, so that's all. Oh wow, I goofed up. There we go. I need to make it all 1 block higher. Nope, not today. There we go. Wait, what? What the heck? Is it lagging? Is the server gonna crash? No, it's not. Okay, putting it back. It was just weird placement. Alright, that was kind of odd. Okay. Sweet. So this part works now. So, if we can get this all stone brick, or not stone brick, glass up, so that you can see everything that's going on in here. So that you see how many villagers are stored up or whatever, and how many I'm gonna, like, put into places. So, what I'm gonna do from here is make up this entire wall thing, so that they have nowhere to go, and can't escape from here. So this is kind of like a little sorting system that puts them into their little trading stands. And I just screwed up that water. So let's grab this again. And boom. So, do you have a friggin' another villager in there yet? No, I don't. Alright. And so, what I might actually do, here, I'm actually gonna do this right now. Go right here. Place this. Place that. Place. Grab that block. And those villagers are really confused. And let's get 2 more villagers in here. There we go. And so originally I was thinking, yeah, I could just make ones next to each other, but since it's also 1.7, the villages have to be a certain distance from each other. So I was gonna make like one of these things on this side of the path, one of them on the other side, but I realized that they can't be that close together. So I'm just gonna put all 4 villagers in that one slot, and they'll breed faster that way because of it. And that baby zombie's like, oh my gosh, I gotta get to those guys, but realizes can't. So, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna break that right there, because it looks better that way, and that would bother me. So, I have it, so, get a minecart thing going out this way, and then have like a little chamber for testing or whatever to see if I want them. I could have that just right here, actually. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, just have them go around to here, stop at this little station thing, like, above it. Oh, come on, that's rude. You know I'm right next to a beacon. I'm just gonna like hit you or hit you. Oh, it is a pickaxe. Dude, stop shooting me so fast. Okay, there we go. How many are in there? 1, 2, 3. I think that's 4. There was a bunch of hearts that came up when I dropped them in there. Hopefully they will breed eventually. That looks like 5 heads, but it's hard to tell when there's a lot of them. But they'll breed over time. I'll probably go AFK overnight and it'll breed a bunch of them or something. So now that all these guys are kind of in here, like all the all the water and stuff's in here, I'm just gonna break down this wall actually, because it doesn't need to be there. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, forgot about the water on the back. Fail. So this whole thing, whoa. Okay, this whole thing's basically set up now. I might as well just leave the corner like that. I mean, there's no reason to really do anything else. So I can put the minecart there, go around to a separate area, and then as these guys start breeding more, and they get the little baby villagers in the corners, they'll go up and around, and we'll start filling this up. So what I'm going to do is go back to what I'm doing, and of course screw up the water source like I always do each time. And there we go. So, grab that block, because I'll probably need it. You know what? I could put some glass on this wall too. Because why not? I mean, I have enough glass. There's no reason not to, really. So let's do that. So that we can see the villagers the whole time for the most part. There we go. And we can do that, I guess, because that's not going to go down any farther. There we go. And then we make this back wall out of stone brick, and then we can just put like a nice little roof on it. Nothing too extremely fancy, like the rest of the build or whatever. But the rollback that people have been noticing on the server, if you guys haven't logged in to Biocraft recently, the server had like a 36-hour rollback, like 2 days ago. I don't know. It was like a day or 2 ago, and it rolled it back like a day and a half. And so I lost the entire grass platform or whatever for my island, my whole pumpkin farm and everything. Which, by the way, speaking of my pumpkin farm, I've expanded that, and now there's 6 rows, and they're all next to each other. I'll show you guys before the end of this episode. Let's get some more stone bricks. There we go. So, get the stone bricks. Oh, look, there's a little baby villager. Sweet, so it is working. That's good. And so the reason there's stone bricks in between that and the chest is so the baby villager grows up and there's more big villagers in here, so that more will breed. And then when I get to the amount I want, when there's like 15 villagers, maybe like a metric crap ton of villagers in there, then I can break this. And so when they're breeding really fast, they'll all just go into the corners, and so all of the baby ones will grow up in here, and there'll be more to breed without having to buy a ton of spawn eggs. It just ends up being cheaper over time. So let's do that. I guess kind of the glass on the side of this part right here was kind of useless now, but it still looked good when I was making it, so I'll just keep it that way. There's no reason to go back and change it, because it's already placed, and it's not like I'm on some sort of shortage of glass. I mean, honestly, if I need more, I can just go buy sand and heat it up with the amount, like, ridiculous amount of coal that I have. And so, also, a way that I placed all the grass fast is there's a macro that Darren set up for me, one of the admins, back when it was Skyblock V2, and it places, or it just spams right-click, basically, whenever there's something in your hand, and sometimes when you're in your inventory, that was a good example, it places the block on top of your head, so you start suffocating, and it's kind of annoying. But now that the roof is now done, boom, 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 and done. So I need to add some lighting. So now that I finished the roof, I gotta tear apart part of the roof. Probably should have done this a little, like, while I was doing it. But let's just put that there so that the glowstone's visible on the outside as well. And then you can put, yeah, up to that point, just glowstone. There's one on that side, one on that side, good. Okay, that works out. Sweet. So that little chamber is now done. The stuff will all go to here. I can grab the blocks to the corner. Yeah, they're all there. Sweet. So, little zombie, get out of here. There you go, you're dead. So, yeah, that's basically it for this villager setup. So now with this, probably in the next episode at the beginning or something, I'll make the minecart part of this. Or yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Before that, I'm gonna show you guys my pumpkin farm, then that's gonna be it for the episode. So, what I've done is the original 2 rows that were right here that I had to redo from the rollback of the server. I put them over here so that they could expand upwards, and then I repeated that same thing, 1 block gap in between it, hooked up all the hoppers going that way so they're all the hoppers just go down into this row and go that way, and it keeps it to where you conserve the amount of hoppers. And then I did that same thing again and repeated it and put them all in this chest, and this chest has been filling up for quite some time now. I'm pretty sure pumpkins have either twice the like half the speed of cactus of harvesting or something like that, because I mean there are only like, I think there's only like 21 in a row or something like that. How many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 19 20. So yeah, about 20. So with the 6 different rows, we got, like, it's not super large amount. It's only 120 pumpkins. But, I mean, compared to the cactus that has, like, I think it was, like, over 1,500 or something. There's a bunch of cactus in there. But, I mean, the cactus is ridiculously faster, but that's just because there's a lot more of it. Like, look how much more space it takes up. But, because the, pumpkins, even though they are like a 1 block thing and there's a big chunk of different blocks around them that harvest it, it does take up about almost the same space. Like 1 pumpkin takes up about the same space as like 4 cactus blocks wise. So I mean, it is about the same size kind of thing, but the pumpkin farm is going pretty well. I'm just going to keep expanding it upwards and outwards until I reach the border over here, which is directly under where the villager farm is. Where's that stone brick? Wait. No, the villager farm's over here. Yeah, there's the stone brick right there. So the villager farm's on that long road. This one's going to be where I put my little spawn point, because I'll put the island spawn to here, and then I'll have my big house thing over on that side above. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Skyblock. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, just tell me what your favorite part was in the comments. And if you have any questions on how to do this on your island, or you want help on here on if you did something wrong, just send me a message on my in-game name of Zyphalopagus, Zyphalopagus. And so this is still my beta texture pack. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.